This is literally the dumbest fucking shit ever. Look at this nonsense. Are you kidding me? That was tight. What the fuck? It just like, it's completely off. This was tight. It still is, and it's too hot to even touch right now. I went for a drive. Car didn't really sound that right. I wasn't even getting on it that much or anything. And I had just checked this a couple days ago at most. So, you know, I'll be honest, this isn't even the first time. I don't know what it is. You know, maybe stupid me, but when I first had the intake for the Mustang, it did this crap in the beginning, and then finally it sorted itself out. But, you know, this is ridiculous. Come on. What the fuck, man? Okay, that's fine. I have the K&N intake coming. It's the, I believe, Series 63 I ordered. So today's the day. I'm going to be taking this out and trying the K&N, which is this lovely mess here. A little side note about this, though. Not a huge difference, obviously. I noticed a difference in the heat shield, but I mean, if you look at the difference between the filters, this one definitely has a much wider mouth, by a lot, actually. I mean, don't go by this color, though. I'm not keeping this in here. I ordered a blue S&B filter based on their website and which intake I was going from. They decided that they were going to recommend a certain filter that's on its way. So I'll still keep the blue filter in the engine bay, but we're just going to do a couple little quick clips here. Obviously I didn't install already, so that doesn't need to be done. Just wanted to show this real quick. If you go back to my last video, you know that piece. Well, when that came out, that's what that looked like. I mean, it's kind of hard to not realize that that was going to happen, though. Look at this piece that had to go in there. So, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the design of this. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not a fan of the way this design is at all. So, hopefully the K&N goes on much smoother. I already like this one better. They got a nut here, a washer, and this that goes into it. And that's the part that's going to go into that little hole. Come on now. Brain! I'm going to just go on record saying that this air intake is definitely of better quality than the JLT. And the nub is better. The fitment is better. It's nice and secure. The cone is bigger. And what I like here is this is attached. So it's not moving. But here's the best part. This material, it's not like that shiny rubber stuff. It's a movable, like a fabric. Like, it's nice. So if the engine moves, I'll give you an example here. If the engine moves, it moves with it. Instead of having it where the filter was resting inside of a hole and the intake itself moved. I prefer that. I'm going to do an audio clip. Sounds, honestly, louder. I don't know. Just, obviously, it's a bigger filter. Maybe that's why, but I like it. It looks pretty mean. So, sounds good. Looks good. I'm pumped. I think it's a better intake. Now I got to try to sell this JLT. The car's already warmed up. For all the haters out there, they're going to say, oh, don't rev the engine when it's cold. No, this engine is warm. Trust me. I'm going to give it a quick rev and let you hear and see if you see any difference. Well, I don't know, you obviously couldn't probably hear it, but it seems like it's backfiring a little bit more, which I fucking love that. But it definitely, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the throttle feels like it's a little bit more responsive. The RPMs go up a tiny bit quicker. Could just be in my head, but I think it sounds better. Honestly, I think it does. And I haven't even put that exhaust on that I'm trying. And here's a sneak peek at that. This is the I bought replacement mufflers. Can't hold anything because I'm an idiot. I bought Flowmaster Super 10s to replace the mid mufflers instead of doing a complete delete. And honestly, I think it's going to be good. So we shall see. I'll keep you updated. Driving to Atlantic City tonight, so I'm going to see what it's like on the highway. You know, but everything's rock solid. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I think with these things, it's you know, you're getting something for the aesthetics, the noise. Like I said before, I like the way this is set up more in the engine bay. Obviously, it's not going to give me a ton of power. I don't believe shit they say about 21 horsepower in my ass, but I feel like it's made better. So, you know, even if I get 1 horsepower, it's pretty cool. So here's where I have to say sorry. I didn't do my job and record enough of what the JLT temps looked like. But from the pictures that you're about to see, I can tell you a few quick facts. Number one, at idle, they both have the same general temperature, 160 to 165. Nothing changes. Obviously, the heat soak stays the same. But when you're driving on the highway is where you notice the biggest difference. The temperatures go down quite dramatically for the K&N. I don't know if it's because the filter's a little bit bigger or if the tube's made better, or I don't know. I have no idea, but it's better. And I apologize for that picture. You know, as it says on the title, my passenger was leaning over me to take this because I try to be safe. There's about a 3 to 4 degree temperature difference on the highway, which above ambient is amazing. In the city, the K&N was about 10-15 degrees higher than ambient, and I would say the JLT was 20, sometimes 25. So, you know, you take it for what it is. This is just my little video. Sorry for the lack of information, but if you have any questions, you can just message me in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Please subscribe and enjoy. Thanks.